Wales is known as the land of poets and singers.
Bairdd a chantorion.
But it was also a land of storytellers, joyful, thoughtful old souls who travelled to all the hues and theirs.
The rounds and abouts, just to sit by a crackling fire and share a tale or two. As the ages aged and the times timed, the storytellers were found less and less around a hearth and more on a screen.
These days, with the rise of modern technology and the era of social media, it would be quite fair to say that most anybody can become a storyteller of sorts.
An endearing quote here, a provoking thought there, all topped off with a charming photograph, can be found almost anywhere.
It really is a fascinating time to be alive, folks. You might even say that the age in which we currently live would have captivated the hearts and minds of those very same fireside storytellers of times past, propelling them into states of awe and wonder.
The art of storytelling of the modern day, however, has taken quite a different shape to that of its fiery forerunners. And while we celebrate, honour and enjoy these beautiful changes, we can't help but feel that in some way, somewhere, somehow, something, or perhaps even someone, is missing. In a chamber within a chamber, there we dance, my king and I, spinning in burning layers of love's spirit kiss divine. From ashes to beauty I rise in a song from my lover's breath. From side to side I am rocked in the arms of his caress. Though I feel unworthy, though my need is great, it is he that calls me lovely and draws me to the higher place. For there he sets a table where we will dine eternally. For there in that sweet cradle the wine flows fast and free. To this sanctuary I go to enter my beloved's rest, to our garden of delight, which always looks its best. For enwrapped in a chamber within a chamber I will be, forever captured by my lover's song of living majesty. As a beloved storyteller and dear friend of ours likes to say, you were created by the Creator to be creative. Right from that very first word, the wonderful wordsmith set a pattern of heaven in motion to spark a passion for creativity in some of the main characters of this love story, you and me.
Think about it. The vocalists, the psalmists, the novelists and the dramatists of this world, whether by sitting by our hearts or by gracing our screens, or perhaps something in between, have aided in the recording of history, crafted cultures, sculpted realities and unravelled mysteries. Stories, in whatever way they are presented, have the power to create, educate and communicate change to the world around us.
But somehow we've missed the mark. Storytelling is all too often confined to the movie theatre or even the children's bedroom as a medium to get that sucker to sleep. But there is so much more to this forgotten craft than meets the eye, dear friends.
And with this forgotten craft, we've forgotten the stories. We've forgotten the songs. We've forgotten who we are as a people. A people of wanderers. A people of wanderers. A people of adventurers. A people of imagineers.
A people with the heart of the one who spoke them into being.
That wonderful wordsmith.
Imagine this. C.S. Lewis meeting in a pub with good friend Tolkien and a group of friends called the Inklings in the 1930s and 40s. They imagined together, got creative together, discussed and debated with each other, and ultimately changed the world of literature.
I can't even begin to imagine the types of conversations that took place in those early days. How were they able to take some of the stories of salvation, love, joy, friendship, grace, and possibility that Jesus had deposited into their hearts and infuse them into the hearts of not only the nation or culture of the time, but that of future generations to come?
You see, their aim was not to present the people with a 5-step plan to success, nor was it their desire to introduce us to a harsh and lofty God that desired them to remain bound up and wound up in sin.
You could even argue that some of their work wasn't even intended to be about Jesus at all.
But what they did desire was to gift us with a key that would unlock the imagination of generations to endless possibilities found within Christ.
They found a way to tell a timeless story in a timely way, with the heart of many of their tales pointing to the original storyteller.
So, isn't it positively wonderful to think that the stories that we tell our children,
Ourselves?
or even each other, can open up hidden realms of possibility that tap into the promises of the Father?
So, what narratives are you given permission to operate in your lives?
Do they open you up to heaven?
Or attempt to shut it out?
Think about it. Some of the greatest stories ever told, the ones that have lasted over 2,000 years, have come from one source, a word.
The word.
God.
You see, it all started right from the beginning when something was spoken from nothing and created everything with a word.
A song.
A poem.
A story. Since before the beginning and after the start, our wonderful wordsmith set this wonderful world in motion with a very real, very present, very tangible story.
A love story. The greatest love story that has ever been told. Before or since.
So start being that creative being that the Creator created you to be.
Write that story.
Perform that poem.
Start that business.
Take that nap.
Sing that song.
Dance that dance. And enjoy it all with the original storyteller himself.
The wonderful wordsmith.
From worship with words to worship in the wilderness we go, as next time on The Worship Life, we explore the wonder we can behold in the spaces between places.